Have you ever met someone who seems magnetic, who listens intently and makes you feel uniquely understood? They share just enough vulnerability to earn your trust, and soon you're confiding in them, feeling a rare connection. But then, you notice inconsistencies, the same sob story told to others, promises broken, and excuses piling up. When questioned, their charm vanishes, replaced by a chilling flash of anger. Suddenly, you're the one apologizing, desperate to regain their approval. This is the unsettling reality for millions, being ensnared by someone who lacks a conscience. It could be a romantic partner, a manipulative colleague, or even a family member whose lies and games leave chaos in their wake. You're left doubting your own judgment, wondering how someone so captivating could be so empty. These individuals aren't just selfish, they operate by different rules, seeing others as pawns to be used and discarded. Their warmth is a mask, their emotions a performance. They mimic empathy but never truly feel it. Recognizing this is the first step to protecting yourself from the profound harm they can cause. This pattern has been given the name Antisocial Personality Disorder, or ASPD. Antisocial here means against society, against its rules, ethics, and the social contracts that bind us. The DSM-5 defines ASPD as a persistent disregard for the rights of others, starting in youth and continuing into adulthood. Diagnosis requires evidence of similar behavior before age 15, known as conduct disorder. People with ASPD lack the internal brakes, guilt, shame, remorse, that guide most of us. Manipulation and deceit aren't occasional tactics, they're a way of life. Others are seen as tools or obstacles, not as people. Studies suggest up to 4% of the population may have ASPD, 1 in every 25 people. They blend in, using charm and mimicry to hide in plain sight. ASPD follows a destructive pattern defined by 7 key traits, 3 of which are needed for diagnosis. First, repeated lawbreaking, from theft to fraud, believing rules don't apply to them. Second, deceitfulness, chronic lying, using aliases and conning others for pleasure or gain. Their lies are strategic, convincing, and often told just for the thrill. Third, impulsivity, acting without thinking, leading to instability in jobs, relationships, and finances. Fourth, irritability and aggressiveness, lashing out when challenged. Fifth, reckless disregard for safety, engaging in risky behaviors without concern for consequences. Sixth, consistent irresponsibility, failing to hold jobs or honor obligations. Seventh, and most chilling, a profound lack of remorse. They rationalize or blame others for the harm they cause. For them, guilt is a foreign concept. To understand ASPD's impact, look beyond the headlines. Its effects are everywhere. Think of Bernie Madoff, who charmed investors for years while running a massive fraud, showing no remorse even after being caught. Or the romantic partner who isolates you, lies effortlessly, and leaves you drained and discarded. In the workplace, it's the executive who sabotages colleagues, steals credit, and makes ruthless decisions without empathy. Even in everyday life, it's the friend who borrows money with no intent to repay, or the neighbor who spreads chaos for fun. The common thread, a total disregard for others' feelings and rights. People are seen as objects to be used, not as individuals. The emotional and financial destruction left behind is immense. Their charm is a tool, their relationships transactional. The damage they cause is real, lasting, and often invisible. Not all with ASPD are violent criminals. Most harm is psychological, emotional, or financial. Their weapons are charm, manipulation, and words, not fists. They excel at emotional abuse, gaslighting, eroding self-esteem, and keeping victims off balance. The scars they leave are often invisible but deep. Anxiety, depression, and PTSD are common. Financially, they exploit partners, drain accounts, and rack up debts without remorse. In business, they embezzle, commit fraud, or make reckless decisions that ruin companies. The true danger is their utter lack of empathy and conscience. They can destroy reputations, careers, and relationships without ever raising a hand. Their charm is camouflage, their words, a trap.
Lamborghini, here my Lamborghini.
What creates a person without a conscience? It's a mix of genetics, brain differences, and environment. Studies show a strong genetic link. If one identical twin has ASPD, the other is at much higher risk. Brain scans reveal less activity in areas responsible for empathy and impulse control. But environment matters too. Abuse, neglect, and chaotic parenting can set the stage. especially for those already vulnerable. Many with ASPD had traumatic childhoods, learning early that manipulation and aggression are survival tools. Warning signs often appear in childhood as conduct disorder, persistent lying, theft, fighting, and cruelty to animals. These aren't normal childhood misbehaviors but red flags for a deeper problem. When cruelty and deceit are met with instability or abuse, a lifelong pattern is set. If you suspect someone has ASPD, your safety comes first. Distance is your best defense. Limit contact or cut ties if possible. If you must interact, set firm boundaries and document everything: dates, events, communications. This isn't for confrontation, but to protect yourself and provide evidence if needed. Seek support from friends, family, or a therapist. Don't isolate yourself. A strong support system helps you stay grounded and recover from manipulation. Abandon hope that they'll change or feel remorse, because appeals to empathy will be ignored or used against you. Accept who they are. You can't fix them. Focus on your own healing and safety. Knowledge is your shield. So, use it to recognize the danger and, if need be, walk away. Once again, we want to thank you for coming to the corner, the All Abilities Corner. We hope you found this video presentation on antisocial personality disorders useful. We'll see you soon.